All right, folks, kicking off today's countdown at number 10, we've got Reanimal. Now, this one's a bit of a hidden gem, an upcoming horror title that throws you into a creepy, overgrown zoo where the animals, well, let's just say they're not exactly friendly. Think dark atmosphere, tight survival mechanics, and a real sense of isolation. Reanimal blends psychological horror with nature gone wrong. It's got that eerie, something's watching you vibe that horror fans eat up. The game's set to drop in late 2025, and if you're into tense exploration and creature-based scares, this one's worth keeping on your radar. Let's see what else made the list.
You were dead.
Coming in at number 9, Alien Rogue Incursion. Now this one's got a lot of people hyped, and for good reason. It's a brand new VR survival horror experience set in the iconic Alien universe, and yeah, it's looking terrifying in the best way possible. You're not some marine with heavy firepower. You're isolated, vulnerable, and being hunted. The Xenomorph's AI is brutal and unpredictable, which makes every corner feel like a death trap. It's immersive, it's intense, and it's exactly what Alien fans have been waiting for. Rogue Incursion was released late 2024, and if you've got a VR headset, this one's a must-play. Sliding in at number 8, it's The Sinking City 2. Now, if you played the first one, you already know what kind of eerie, Lovecraftian madness to expect, but this sequel looks like it's cranking everything up a notch. Set in a flooded, decaying city once again plagued by cosmic horror, The Sinking City 2 promises deeper detective work, even darker storytelling, and way more intense psychological scares. It's got that slow burn vibe where the horror creeps in under your skin, and that's exactly what makes it so good. The game's officially set to release in 2025, and from what we've seen so far, it's looking like a big step forward in both visuals and gameplay. If you like your horror with a side of mystery and madness, this one's for you. Let's keep it moving. Number 7's coming up. At number 7, we've got Still Wakes the Deep. And wow, this one is atmospheric horror done right. Set on an oil rig off the coast of Scotland in the 1970s, the game drops you into a terrifying survival scenario where something unspeakable has been unleashed. No weapons, no way out, just you, the creaking metal of the rig, and a growing sense of dread. It's developed by the same team behind Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, so you already know the storytelling and immersion are on point. Visually, it's stunning, and the tension, it's relentless. Still Wakes the Deep, launched on June 18th, 2024, and it's already getting praise for its atmosphere and psychological horror. If you missed this one, now's the time to dive in. On to number 6. Coming in at number 6 is Static Dread, 15 Days at the Lighthouse, a game that's quietly been creeping onto horror fans' radars, and for good reason. You're stuck in total isolation at a remote lighthouse for, you guessed it, 15 days. But this isn't just about flickering lights and creaky floorboards. The tension builds day by day with unsettling audio logs, strange sightings, and a creeping presence that makes you question what's real and what's not. It's got that perfect blend of slow burn, psychological horror, and supernatural mystery, with retro visuals and analog horror vibes that feel incredibly unique. No confirmed release date yet, but it's currently in development and making waves in the indie horror scene. Keep your eyes peeled, this could be one of the sleeper hits of the genre. Let's see what's lurking at number 5. Through the list, and at number 5, it's Killing Floor 3. If you're into high-octane, gore-filled co-op horror action, this one's a no-brainer. Set in the year 2091, this sequel takes the chaos to a whole new level, with upgraded visuals, insane weapon customization, and smarter, even more terrifying Zeds. The enemies are faster, meaner, and more aggressive, and the atmosphere? Pure dystopian nightmare. Tripwire's leaning hard into the body horror and tactical co-op elements this time around, making Killing Floor 3 feel more intense and cinematic than ever. Whether you're playing solo or with a squad, this one's built to get your adrenaline pumping. Coming in 2025, and trust me, this is one horror shooter you won't want to miss. Alright, let's keep the blood pumping on to number 4. At number 4, we've got The Occultist, a first-person psychological horror game that's dripping with atmosphere and mystery. You play as Alan, returning to your eerie, isolated hometown after your father's death, only to find the island abandoned and shrouded in dark secrets. Strange rituals, hidden horrors, and something truly unnatural lurking in the shadows. It's all about tension, exploration, and that creeping sense of dread, with a focus on puzzles, stealth, and storytelling that digs deep into the occult. If you're into games that slowly mess with your mind, this one's got your name on it. The Occultist is set to release sometime in 2025, and it's shaping up to be one of the most promising indie horror titles on the horizon. Let's move on. The top 3 is where things get real. Taking the number 3 spot, The Lightkeeper. This one's an atmospheric first-person horror experience that thrives on isolation and slow-burning tension. You arrive at a remote lighthouse after receiving a mysterious letter from the Keeper, but when you get there, things feel immediately off. The place is empty, the sea is eerily still, and something's clearly not right. It's the kind of game that keeps you constantly on edge, not with jump scares, but with unsettling silence, cryptic clues, and a lingering sense that you're not alone. The visuals are gritty and realistic, the audio design is haunting, and the story unravels in a way that makes you question everything. The Lightkeeper is scheduled to release in 2025, and horror fans who love a good mystery wrapped in psychological dread should definitely keep this one on their radar. Alright, top 2 coming up. Let's see what made it to number 2.
The light unveils the truth.
Coming in at number 2, Cronos, The New Dawn. This one's a bold new entry in the sci-fi horror genre, and it's looking seriously impressive. Set aboard a desolate space station orbiting a distant planet, Cronos blends hard science fiction with deep psychological horror. You wake up alone, the crew is missing, and something or someone has tampered with reality itself. Expect mind-bending environments, shifting timelines, and a growing paranoia that'll keep you guessing every step of the way. The game focuses on atmosphere, storytelling, and exploration. Think Dead Space meets Soma, with a heavy dose of existential dread. The visuals are stunning, the sound design is unnerving, and the whole experience feels like a slow descent into madness. Set to launch in 2025, Cronos, The New Dawn, could be one of the most ambitious horror games we've seen in years. And now, we've made it to number 1. Let's find out which game takes the crown.
Such is our calling.
Good thing I was around. Traveler.
And here we are, number 1 on the list, Directive 8020. This is the one horror fans are watching closely, the next chilling chapter in the Dark Pictures anthology. Set on a deep space vessel heading to a new planet, Directive 8020 kicks off with a routine mission that spirals into absolute terror. Isolation, malfunctioning AI, and a hidden threat lurking in the void. This is sci-fi horror at its most intense. Supermassive Games is taking things to a new level here, blending their signature narrative-driven gameplay with full-blown cosmic horror. Expect difficult choices, deadly consequences, and a story that adapts to how you play, all wrapped in that haunting, cinematic atmosphere they do so well. Directive 8020 is set to release in 2025, and from everything we've seen so far, it looks like the scariest and most ambitious entry in the series yet. That's a wrap on our countdown. If you're a horror fan, these are the games you don't want to miss.
You can't take any chances with him.
It can manipulate its physical appearance. It's changing its cellular structure. It's replicating the human form. It's replacing us.
I know this will be difficult to hear, but if you're still out there, you deserve the truth.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.